Welcome to New Hebrews. The greater Exodus has begun. Be part of what Yahuwah is doing today. Be sure to subscribe, click the like button, and click the notification bell. Saints around the world need to hear this message. If you could, help any way you can. Thank you. And Yahuwah bless you.
So grateful that you rescued me, made my payment for eternity. You've given me everything. I've got to tell you, keep me strong. You hold my hand when I bow my knees. You took away the pain, you're my destiny. You made me new inside. I'll keep on singing this praise song. Your resurrection gives me strength to weather any storm. The truth of your word inside of me
Okay, and then I'm going to start reading from Exodus 34:12. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee. But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves. For thou shalt worship no other God, for Yahuwah, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a-whoring after their gods, and do sacrifice unto their gods, and one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice, and thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters go a-whoring after their gods, and make thy sons go a-whoring after their gods. Thou shalt make thee no molten gods. That means don't make a molten calf. Don't make a golden calf. Did they listen? Okay, now I'd like to touch on the covenant of a 6-day work week. Exodus 34:21. "6 days thou shalt work, but on the 7th day thou shalt rest. In earing time and in harvest thou shalt rest. And thou shalt observe the feast of weeks, of the first fruits, wheat harvest, and the feast in gathering at the year's end. 6 days shall work be done, but on the 7th day there shall be to you an holy day, a Sabbath of rest to Yahuwah. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death." So we see that the Sabbath is a pretty serious matter. So we want to be sure and keep the Sabbath on the correct day, the 7th day of the week, not the first day of the week. "Thou shalt kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day." Deuteronomy 4:1. "Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments, which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live, and go in and possess the land which Yahuwah God of your fathers giveth you. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of Yahuwah your God, which I command you. Your eyes have seen what Yahuwah did of Baal Peor. For all men that followed Baal Peor, Yahuwah thy God hath destroyed them from among you. But ye did cleave unto Yahuwah your God, are alive every one of you this day. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahuwah my God commandeth me, that ye should do in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore, and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who hath God so nigh unto them, as Yahuwah your God is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great, that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day? Only take heed to thyself, and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them to thy sons and thy sons' sons. That means for all generations. Teach this message of the covenant, especially the day that thou stoodest before Yahuwah thy God in Horeb, when Yahuwah said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children. And ye came near and stood under the mountain, and the mountain burned with fire under the midst of heaven, with darkness, clouds, and thick darkness. And Yahuwah spake unto you out of the midst of the fire. Ye heard the voice of the words, but saw no similitude. Only ye heard a voice. And he declared unto you his covenant, which he commanded you to perform, even 10 commandments, and he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. And Yahuwah commanded me at that time to teach you statutes and judgments, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go over to possess it. Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that Yahuwah spake unto you in Horeb, out of the midst of the fire. Lest ye corrupt yourselves, and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air. So you do not want to make any likeness of a man, a woman, a calf, a golden calf, to bow down to worship to. Yahuwah is a spirit. We worship him in spirit and in truth. Moving along to Deuteronomy 5, verse 1. And Moses called all Israel and said unto them, Hear, O Israel, the statutes and judgments which I speak in your ears this day, that ye may learn them and keep and do them. Don't just be a hearer of the word, but be a doer of the word. Yahuwah, our God, made a covenant with us in Horeb. Yahuwah made not this covenant with our fathers, but with us. Even us, who are all of us here alive this day. Yahuwah talked with you face to face in the mount out of the midst of the fire. I stood between Yahuwah and you at that time to show you the word of Yahuwah, for ye were afraid by reason of the fire, and went not up into the mount, saying, I am Yahuwah thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. People don't realize how much bondage that they're in right now. And they need to come out of that bondage, be set free by the covenants and the commandments and the love of God. To realize that they have been taught a lie for about the last 2,000 years, maybe longer. Thou shalt have none other gods before me. Thou shalt not make thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. For I am Yahuwah thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So the disadvantage of not following Yahuwah is that you and all your offspring down to the fourth generation will be cursed. You will not receive the blessings of God. The only way to retain those blessings is to remain faithful, to keep his covenants, to keep his commandments, to keep his judgments, to keep his statutes. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. That is Deuteronomy 5:10. Thou shalt not take the name of Yahuwah thy God in vain, for Yahuwah will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Keep the Sabbath day to sanctify in, as Yahuwah thy God hath commanded thee. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuwah thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor your son, nor your daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thine ox, nor thine ass, nor any thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates, that thy manservants and thy maidservant may rest as well as thou. Deuteronomy chapter 6, Now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which Yahuwah your God commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it, that thou mightest fear Yahuwah thy God, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son, and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged. Hear therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that ye may increase mightily, as Yahuwah God of thy fathers hath promised thee, in the land that floweth with milk and honey. Hear, O Israel, Yahuwah our God is one God. And thou shalt love Yahuwah thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk with them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou raisest up. Verse 9, and thou shalt write them upon the post of thy house, and on thy gates. And it shall be, when Yahuwah thy God shall have brought thee out into the land which he sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities, which thou buildest not. Verse 11, and houses full of all good things, which thou fillest not, and wells digged, which thou diggest not, vineyards and olive trees, which thou plantest not, when thou shalt have eaten and be full. Then beware lest thou forget Yahuwah, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, that thou shalt fear Yahuwah thy God, and serve him, and shall swear by his name. Ye shall not go after other gods, of the gods of the people which are round about you. For Yahuwah thy God is a jealous God among you, lest the anger of Yahuwah thy God be kindled against thee, and destroy thee from the face of the earth. Ye shall not tempt Yahuwah your God, as ye tempted him in Massah. Ye shall diligently keep the commandments of Yahuwah your God, and his testimonies, and his statutes, which he hath commanded thee. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of Yahuwah, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest go in and possess the good land which Yahuwah sware unto thy fathers, to cast out all thine enemies from before thee, as Yahuwah has spoken. In Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, for thou art an holy people unto Yahuwah thy God. Yahuwah thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Those are the people that we want to be. Those are the people that we want to imitate. We want to be the people that Yahuwah has chosen to show his marvelous light to all the nations all over the earth. Yahuwah did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people. For ye were the fewest of all people. But because Yahuwah loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath Yahuwah brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh king of Egypt. Know therefore that Yahuwah thy God, he is God, the faithful God, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations, and repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hateth him. He will repay him to his face. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day, to do them. Wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments, and keep and do them, that Yahuwah thy God shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy which he sware unto thy fathers. And he will love thee, and bless thee, and multiply thee. He will also bless the fruit of thy womb, and the fruit of thy land, thy corn, and thy wine, and thine oil, and the increase of thy kine, and the flocks of thy sheep, in the land which he sware unto thy fathers to give thee. And Yahuwah will take away from thee all sickness, and will put none of the evil diseases of Egypt which thou knowest upon thee, but will lay them upon all them that hate thee. And thou shalt consume all the people which Yahuwah thy God shall deliver thee. Thine eyes shall have no pity upon them, neither shall thou serve their gods, for that will be a snare unto thee. If thou shalt say in thine heart, these nations are more than I, how can I dispose them? Thou shalt not be afraid of them, but shalt well remember what Yahuwah thy God did unto Pharaoh and unto Egypt. The great temptations which thine eyes saw, and the signs of the wonders, and the mighty hand, and the stretched out arm, whereby Yahuwah thy God brought thee out, so shall Yahuwah thy God do unto all the people of whom thou art afraid.
So grateful that you rescued me, made my payment for eternity. You've given me everything. I've got to tell you, keep me strong. You hold my hand when I bow my knees. You took away away the pain, you're my destiny. You made me new inside. I'll keep on singing this praise song. Your resurrection gives me strength to weather any storm. The truth of your word inside of me always keeps me warm. You brought salvation to all the world to save us from our sin. You gave me a heart to love the world. Now I only win. You are the God that makes a way and always gives me hope. I'm living on top, I'm never gonna stop. You give me the mind to cope. I'm so thankful that you died for me. Your sacrifice has set me free. You give me beauty for ashes. You've given me eternal life. You step right in and fight my fight. You give me beauty for ashes. Beauty for ashes. My life of heartbreak and misery, God changed forever on that tree. And all your blessings never get old. I feel your tranquil peace. So the faith that you've given me lights my path to eternity. I'll be walking through those pearly gates and heaven's golden streets. Your resurrection gives me strength to weather any storm. The truth of your word inside of me always keeps me warm. You brought salvation to all the world to save us from our sin. You gave me a heart to love the world. Now I only win. You are the God that makes a way and always gives me hope. I'm living on top, I'm never gonna stop. You give me the mind to cope. I'm so thankful that you died for me. Your sacrifice has set me free. You give me beauty for ashes. You've given me eternal life. You step right in and fight my fight. You give me beauty for ashes. I'm so thankful that you died for me. Your sacrifice has set me free. You give me beauty.